Farm Credit of Western Kansas presents Open Spaces Sports Shorts with Rich Epp.
Well, Coach, let's talk about it. First of all, this is your first head coaching job at the high school level. How does that feel, and how anxious are you? How nervous are you?
Well, I'm more excited than anything, I think. The events leading up to this weren't necessarily how I thought I would get my first head coaching job, but I've been involved with the volleyball program here since I started teaching here, and so I feel like this is hopefully going to be a fairly natural transition for us.
When you were in high school, and you played volleyball, I believe.
Yes.
Did you think you were going to coach? Was that something you aspired to do at that time?
It was, yeah, it was. I definitely developed a love of the game, and I feel like that's something that I really enjoy sharing with the girls.
As you come into this season, every coach looks for leadership. Your leadership will come from who?
From our seniors, for sure. We've got a couple seniors that got some really good times. Some of them have gotten time since they were freshmen, and they're naturally filling into that role, I think.
What about depth? How much depth do you have? Quite a bit?
Right now, today, our first practice, it looked like we're going to have great depth. We're pretty freshman heavy. We have 8 freshmen and 7 sophomore through senior. So we're going to have to rely on our freshmen right away to step in and be contributors.
You, of course, have been around, as you said, even though you haven't been the head coach, you've been around this sport, and you'd have been around this league. So now analyze for me the WKLL league when it comes to volleyball. Maybe top to bottom. You can put yourself in there if you want to, but what are your thoughts about this league?
I think that we have a very competitive volleyball league out here. If you look at the state placers for the last several years, we have had teams that finish in the top part of that division too, with Wheatland and with Logan having really strong programs. I definitely think that we're up there and we're going to compete for that top spot here. Now, the one thing that's happened is we've dropped down from 2 divisions to 1 division. Yes.
So now you go to the regional, I believe it is, when the postseason starts, and the top 2 teams out of the regional, I think, will advance into the sub-state with the winners going to the state tournament. You like that now that we're away from 2 divisions to 1?
I don't mind it, actually. I feel like sometimes we got out here and we competed against these really tough teams and we maybe didn't get a shot to make it there. I think the 2 out of the regional is going to maybe give us a little bit different look at it. All right.
Well, Ashley, welcome to the coaching world of volleyball at Golden Plains. And Open Spaces Sports will continue to follow the Bulldogs. Thanks for the opportunity.
All right, thank you.
Ashley Armberger joined us, the head volleyball coach of the Golden Plains Bulldogs, brought to you in part by Farm Credit of Western Kansas and many of the businesses in the Selden, Rexford, and Colby area. Rich Epp for OpenSpacesSports.com.